Welcome. In this video, we're going to be looking at preparing photographs for the new Villa Secret CMS in Photoshop. And it's going to take a little while. Okay, I'm in Photoshop. I go File, Open. I find the folder. I've already found it. And I look through the photographs. Now, these are not bad photos, but they're not the best, and there aren't as many as I would like. What we're going to do is we're going to be making 8 landscape photographs, and we're going to try and make 8 portrait photographs. So I'm just going to go for the best one I can see first. I think this one's really good. This is going to be one of the mid-range villas. So far, we've only done the very expensive villas and the top end villas. It's important for us to have some what we would call holiday villas that are priced in a bracket that is not going to off-put people who only have that budget. Okay, first thing to do, image size, and we're going to be going over this again and again. Now this is 1200 pixels wide, which is okay. We're building it up to 1360. So we're putting 1360 in there, and we're leaving it on automatic, and it makes the picture a little bigger, and you can't really tell. Okay, the next thing we're doing is when I'm doing that, I'm holding the control key and hitting plus to make it bigger, or minus to make it smaller. Control, plus, or minus. Okay, now we need to set the height. I click this button here, that's the cropper. The height is 680. At the moment, we're having to work in this strict format. Later on, we won't, but this is how it is for now. So 680 is always tricky getting the exact measurements. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Now, I'm hitting Shift and using the up and down keys to pick the, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Okay, not bad. Oops. Okay, this is good, but it needs something a little bit more oomph. So we're gonna give it some contrast and make it a little bit darker. Image adjustment, brightness, contrast. Let's make it a little bit darker and see if we can boost it out with the contrasts. Okay, preview, before, after, before, after. You see the sky goes more blue and the green gets more green. Very simple. We used to literally cut out every single element and color them, but nowadays, yeah, there's no need for that. It makes it look false. I always like to add a touch of red. So we go to, what is it? It's color balance, adjustments, color balance. And we just go in the highlights and we just add a little bit of red. You see that gives it, now it's more of a sunny villa. Yes, we love it. That's it. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this picture, apart from a little sharpening. Filter, sharpen, unsharpen mask. It's a very light setting, a radius of 1 and an amount of 50. You can't really see the difference. You see, as I click it on, if you look at the grass, it becomes a little bit more. Let's just zoom it in a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's with the sharpener, and there's without. If you look at the grass, it just, the tips of the mountains, it gives a little bit more. Now, I'm a little bit confused because, so if you click Tab, you get to see the whole screen view. Tab, 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 tab. Okay, I'm doing the Control minus. Now that's weird because this should be full frame, and yet it's zooming in much more. Let me just check to make sure it is 1360. Yep, it's 1360. That is odd. And resolution's always 72, please. Okay, well, I am going to save this image. One always wants to save something with a nice name. What I generally do is I go to the original folder that the villa pictures are in, and I make a new folder. Actually, there's a fault in my computer where I make new folders. Sometimes I have to go back and forwards. Very annoying. Rename, and this will be 1360 times 680. So we have a 1360 and 680 folder, and later we actually have to go out again and come back in again before that folder's the correct name. Okay. We don't add the name in the pictures. Well, we do sometimes actually. So let me just think. But we're not using Brook Road. We will have another name. I'll have to think of that. It's a shame we don't have some sunset shots, so we could call it Back Over the Sunsets. I'll think about it as we go along. For now, we just throw in keywords that are useful. Keywords are words that people type into search engines to find a particular product, i.e. Cape Town, Camps Bay, villa. Those are the three. Luxury villa, holiday villa. So, Cape Town villa on the ocean. And change that to by Cape Town villa by the ocean. Okay, don't have to spend too long on the names. Hang on, I'm doing it wrong. Oh no, I have to do the. Okay, I have to start again. I'm going to save it using this tool. Edit file. Import. No, sorry, export. What's going on? File. Save for web. Oh, that's interesting. I've recently downgraded from 2016 to 2015, and the save for web is back. Well, you will not find that on the latest version of Photoshop. It is not there, save for web. I think it is in import or export. It's one of those two there. Okay, anyway, file, save for web. You want to use a JPEG. And what I do is I like to give it just under 500K. I'm quite surprised that at 60 this has got so much K, but anyway. I just move this up till it's just under 500. 80? No. 78. 77. Okay. The theory is that this provides more pixels in the image, and therefore it gets shown better online. There is an argument that we should be making special photographs of a smaller size to go on the mobile, but at the moment this is how we're working. Okay, what? Cape Town Beach House. Looking over the ocean. Okay, and I have to find the folder. Here it is, bit of photos. Cape Town. Beach house. There's the folder. What this does is it saves the picture with little underscores, so it is safe on all websites. Okay, that's the first picture done. Now, remember we're looking for 8. Okay. We've got another pool picture here. We'll have a look at that. Oh, that's pretty good. You know, that could be a many, many $1 million villa in the US, in maybe the Hamptons. I think it's a bit deceiving because this pool is probably not as long as it looks here, but I think this is great. It's very rare in Bachoven to have a villa with a pool that goes straight onto the beach. We never had one for Cape Villas. It's a great find, and I'll certainly be talking to the company Vacationist about working together. Okay, let's go for it. Image size 1360. Okay. Croppers, cropping to 680. I like to have a lot of sky. I also like to have a lot of. Okay, what I'm going to do actually is do a little thing, which is to first of all I'm going to go to the history and reopen it. So that basically starts it again. I haven't. It's before the resize. Uh, image size. Now I'm turning this little thing here off, and that means they're not proportionate. One doesn't affect the other anymore. I'm changing this to 1360, but leaving the height the same. And this is going to make it a bit wider. In fact, I could have done that a little bit more. Let's go back again. Image size 1360, and we're going to make this one 700. Okay, that looks pretty good. Can't really see the stretch. If you really look to the plants, you'll probably go, that cactus is a bit fat, and then this umbrella is a little bit long, but it's making a great picture. I'm thinking possibly of swapping it round. I don't know. It does look good. It'd be great to have some text over here on the slideshow. Okay. I don't think it's artistic. You're not doing anything wrong by showing it this way round. It is what it says on the tin. It's got the umbrella, it's got the grass. If you do something to manipulate a photograph that gives a false image, that's wrong. But just a little bit of artistic license here and there is fine in my book. Okay. Okay, let's just we've got to lose 60. We've got to go to 680. So I'm just changing that there. Okay. Image adjustment, contrast again. We're going to make it darker, and we're going to boost the contrast. There, it's sort of looking like a sunset shot now. If I add a little bit of red to that, actually, that's too much. Don't want to use too much contrast. No, maybe a little bit more contrast. I like that, I think. And I always sort of back it off once I've made my decision. I back it off a little bit. Okay, add a little bit of red, image, adjust, color balance, highlights, add a little bit of red. A lot of red. Now that is interesting. It's almost like a sunset now. Something like that, I think. I don't know if we add a little bit of blue to the mid-tone. Maybe a touch of green. No. have a look. Before, after. Before, after. I think that's a little bit too much on there. Okay, this will be a great sunset shot. Okay, what else do I need to do? Just that little bit of sharpening, filter, and once you've done it once, all you have to do is go there for it to happen again. And let me see, it's a little bit more sharp. That's it. And I'm going to save one this way round and one the other way round. File. So file, save for web. Now let's see, this one's only 340, which is I'm doing it on very high now, which is the quality of 80. That's all you really need. You don't actually, well, stick to my general thing. Let's go 85. Yeah, there we go. Okay, save. Got to think of a new name. Sometimes you can just click on an old name and change the ending. Cape Town Beach Villa with pool looks over the ocean. Okay. Now let's just do another version. Do one without that color. And let's just flip image. Image rotation. Flip canvas horizontal. Okay, there we go. Kind of like that. File. Save for web. Save. And because this is a duplicate, I'm going to duplicate the name and just put version 2 at the end. Okay. Right, so there we've got two money shots, this one and this one. And let's have a look. Well, let's think about this. What have we got? Dining table, sofas, living room looking out, kitchen, dining room, and entertainment area. Well, that one looks a bit busy. That one, I think. Let's have a look at this one. Yes, this will do nicely. You know, it's 5-star inside. The pool next to the beach makes it 6-star. You know, this is a 6-star villa and it's at an amazing price. Okay. Or 5.5 star. I don't know. It's got so much wow factor being right there on the beach. That could push it to 6. I'll have to have a think. I'll consult with Caitlin. Caitlin, if you're listening to this, which I hope you are, what do you think? 5-star or 5.5 star or 6-star? Right, what am I doing now? I am edit. I've got to change the image size. Where is it? Image size. Okay, this time I'm going to take that to 1360 again, and I'm going to leave that at 800. No, I'm going to go 750. Yeah, nothing looks distorted there. but we're just zooming it out a bit so as we can see it in the viewer. Okay, we need to do the crop now. Crop tool, the fourth one down. And we're looking for that 1360. Damn, I forgot on the other, sorry, 680, I forgot on the other ones to adjust the height. Doesn't really matter, but 6, where is it? Something like that. Okay. Now, image, canvas size, and just cut that 8 off. Okay. Now this already seems to be quite red because the lights are a different color temperature to the daylight. So we're just gonna see what a bit of it contrast looks like. Might look good, might not. Might be good to take the contrast down a bit. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know, there's something kind of fun about that. I wonder how, I'm just going to do that and then I'm going to try and see what it looks like in black and white. Okay, I kind of like that. Image adjust brightness, sharpness again. Give it a little filter. File. Save as. Just going to use this to get the spelling right. Cape Town. Beach. House. Yeah. Camps Bay. Entertainment area. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Photoshop and I am going to give it that name. Actually, I'm not saving it using the correct manner. File, save for web. Well, it's not liking the dashes that I've put in. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Just normally. I'm going to add a little filter, little sharpening filter. That's actually brought it up nicely. Okay, file, save for web, save, go to the other one. I should have put black and white on the last one, not black and white. Okay, just gonna get rid of these pictures. File, open. So that's 3 of 8. Here's a bedroom with a ocean view. And I think that's the only, there did seem to be another one. Okay, now this is the big no-no when doing photo shoots, this is not 5-star because the bed is not perfectly made. Um, when one arrives at a villa, one asks the maid to, well, actually, before we even go in and photograph, we should ask them to make sure the linen is perfectly ironed. Okay, anyways, not a lot I can do about it here. And we're going to change the image size to 1360. We stretched it a little bit, and now go to that 680. Okay, there we go. I always prefer it in the landscape format to the more square format. Something about landscape. Okay, now this is the second one I've seen where the roof looks a little bit out of focus. That's weird. Okay, image adjust, brightness, contrast. Let's see what these little puppies do. Brightness, darkness. It's quite nice, darker. Contrast. Before, after, before, after. I'm going to back it off on both. Okay, now it's all white, so I don't think the red's going to work at this time. I'm going to have a quick look. Maybe just a little touch, a little tiny bit. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Filter, unsharpen mask. Actually, no, I won't do the unsharpened mask. In fact, yes, I will. No, it's making the creases in the bed more apparent. In fact, one could use a blurring tool. One has to make a selection. This is quite advanced. Zoom in. It just goes around that bed. Sometimes hard to find the end. You see it comes out a little circle up here. There it was. Okay, that's it. Now, you have to do a bit of feathering. Where's the feather tool? Modify, I think. Feather. 5 pixels is pretty good. Maybe 7 will go for. And that means this line will be spread over 7 pixels. Okay, now we see, we actually close it down like that. And image, sorry, filter, blur. And there's 2 blurs we use. One, the blur, there it is. 1, the Gaussian, or 2, the motion blur. Let's try the Gaussian. Okay, that's more than we need, less than we need. A little bit less, so there's a little. Okay, select, deselect. Now, no one would know you photoshopped that bit there. And, you know, that creases everywhere. I mean, one could go mad on it, but, you know, there's only so much time. Okay, so that's there. Have we done a filter? No. Oops. That. Or if you just do the top one, it's the last tool you used. What's that? That's not right. Filter, sharpen, unsharpen mask. No, not going to do it. Okay. This one probably also looks good in black and white. It's image. Yes, it does. Okay, I'm going to save 2 then. File, save for web. Okay. Cape Town Beach House. I'm going to stick with that theme. Oh, I didn't put Bay in that last one. Bedroom with view. Why not? And I'm going to just put at the end dash black and white. So it's okay. Now I'm going to go back. File. Save for web. Actually, just check the 290. Okay. It's that one. We're just taking off the black and white. Save. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more to go, and then we've got to do the portrait photographs. This is always a bit of a marathon. It's you know, it's a time-consuming process, but it's an essential process. We will speed things up in time, but it's unlikely we're ever going to be able to automate that sort of adding the contrast and choosing which colors to add. There's the kitchen shot. Oh, there's a bedroom. There's another bedroom shot that looks quite nice. Balcony shot. Outside table. This is quite interesting. I know it's similar to the one we've had before, but it's nice. I like it. We could potentially use this one in color and the other one in black and white. Okay, image, image size. Actually, I'm going to put the proportional link on, so it increases both the width and the height at the same time, and then use the cropper to scale down. 680. Oops, I didn't adjust for how I wanted it in the frame. Okay, 680. Okay, yeah. It's cottagey, isn't it? It's a beach cottage, actually, not a beach house. Okay, let's have a look at the, see what the image, see what the contrast does. It's already quite contrasty. Trying to get that sun bleached look. Dropping the contrast right back. And a little bit, what's that? That's how it was, that's how it is. I know, I think it's, in this case, it's good as it is. One thing that I'm not sure about is the general idea that one should always put a little bit of something on every photograph. See, this is just a 5 and a -3. You can't tell the difference at all. And that's because it changes the pixels throughout the picture, and it would potentially make it harder for Google to see if this was an original or a duplicate photograph. And if it thinks it's an original photograph, you get more points. Okay, so we're going to change to Beach Cottage. I often go back to Cape Town Beach. cottage. Yeah, Camps Bay. And this one, I'm just going to name it that. You don't always have to say what it's about. Yeah, in general, you should do sort of half with a bit of a description of what it's about and half of just generic keyboard keywords. Oh, what am I doing? Photoshop. Filter, sharpen, unsharpen mask. Does no harm. And I don't think we need any red because there's already a lot of red there. Okay, so that's just saving as that is. Save for web. And this one's gone over 500, so I'm just going to bring it back to... Doesn't like the dashes again. Okay, I think we've now done 5, maybe 6. No, I think it's 5. Let's have a look at that kitchen. Okay. As far as cottage kitchen goes, that's very good, isn't it? You know, it's got everything you want. Okay, we'll use this, and first thing we're going to do, I might try and stretch it. Image size 1360, and we'll make this 800. Okay, and now we're going to use the croppers, stake it to 680, 680, and then we're going to go up and down. Okay, and it's reasonable. I don't think it needs much, but we're going to put a little bit of contrast in there, or take a little bit away. Let's see. Brightness, brighter, darker. Okay, make a very little bit of difference. Okay. Filter, sharpen. File. Oh, let's just go back to our little Word document. Kitchen in a Cape Town beach cottage. Simple. File, save for web. That's okay, it's under 500. Okay, that's either 6 or 7. I think it's 6. What have we got? We've got 2 bedrooms so far, have we? No, we thought about the 2nd bedroom shot. That's good. It's a lovely bath. It's got a great shower. You know, really, this is saying it's a shame about the ripples on the bed. And this one, I am going to image size. I'm going to use the proportional, so 1360, and from there, croppers. Oops. 13680. Got to remember to do the I'll go on then. Let's do a quick bed cover thing. Okay, Select, modify, feather, 7, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay. Select, deselect. There we go. Better. It's pretty good all round, actually. I think just add a little bit of the filter. Because there's loads of white everywhere, I don't want to put any more red into it. It really shows up on red. Okay. Bedroom and bathroom. Bedroom and bathroom. File save for web. It's under 500. Doesn't seem to be much in this one. Bring it right the way up to 93. We know it's not going to accept that dash, so I'm putting a new one in. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be 10. And I think only 2 have been made black and white, so that might be the whole portfolio. Let's have a quick look. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, there's 2 of those one, isn't there? So that's 7. So we've got 1 more to go. Let's see what we're missing. We've already got that picture. And we've already got that picture. So we've got loads of the living room. Entertainment area. It's more of a living room shot. That doesn't look like it's the best quality to me. And we've already got 2 bedroom shots. A view. But we can see the view from the swimming pool. We've got that one. The dining table. I think the dining table is actually a weak point of this house, so I don't think I want to feature it. Oh, I don't know. I suppose in that cottage style, it's pretty much what you want. And I like these blue lights, they're great. He's actually a good photographer. Yeah, very good. Okay, this really doesn't need much at all. It's amazing that they've got this in daylight. The outsides, normally when you get the inside right in the middle of the day, the outside, I think it's a trick of using a very wide aperture and putting it on a tripod so as it's or a very small aperture, and that's it, I think, and putting it on a tripod and taking a time exposure so as the outside and the inside are the same. Anyway, any photographers watching this, please, I like this style, inside and outside. Still see the blue. Okay. Anyway, getting back to image size, 1360. Croppers. Take a little bit off this. Oh, I wouldn't know. Damn, I forgot to set this. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, down, let's see what we like. Yes, we like that. And just a filter sharpen, I think, for this one. Dining table, dining with a view. Okay. Oops. Okay. File. Save as. No, it's not save as. It's save for web. File. Save for web. And just a reminder that in the new version of Photoshop, I think it is export. And then it has legacy. It's export and legacy. It might just say legacy here. Okay. Anyway, save for web on this version. This is the 2015 version, I think. It's a little bit too high. That's fine. Okay. Now we're doing the portraits. Portraits can be made up out of shots we've already used or shots we haven't used. For instance, here we go. Portraits are 750 high. So 750. But in fact, sorry, that's wrong. That's 750 high. That is if we don't want to zoom in, and I don't need to zoom in here. And 500 wide. So could even do two, one of one side and one of the other. One, yeah. Image adjust, brightness contrast, brightness down maybe, contrast up. No. Just a little bit darker. Okay. Filter, unsharpen mask, file, save for web. It's a little bit high than it needs to be. So I'm going to, because this portrait, sorry, these portrait photographs, sometimes I'm going to take that to 80. Okay, name. 12 Apostles View, I suppose. 12 Apostles and Ocean. Okay, there we go. God, I wonder how long this video is. This is how long it takes. This is why I need to teach other people how to do this, so as I can be doing other things. Okay. Save, and we're not saving it in the 1360 by 680 folder. We're going out, we're making a new folder. And 750 times 500. Adding our name. Okay, I'm just going to skip back in the history. Look over here, it's the history. There are two tabs, layers and history. That's pretty much all you'll ever use. If they're not there, open them here. Say it was, well, let me just get rid of one. Pull it out and close it. If I wanted to get that back, I would go history, which brings it back in. I grab it and I merge it with the ones there. Okay, so I've gone to the history, image size. Now I'm doing another 500 wide. I'm just going to take that edge off there. Okay. A little bit of contrast, a little bit darker. Yeah. Okay. This one could do with a little bit of red. Image adjust. Quite often when you've got big outdoor shots, you can do a little touch of red. Color balance. Here we go. Filter, unsharpen mask, file, save for web, and we didn't save that last one in here. I'm going to change that to Canvas Bay. It's not Canvas Bay, but it may as well be. No one would think they were not in Canvas Bay if they were here. Well, very few would. Okay, but I'm also just going to open, make sure I get that in the right folder. Where is that picture? There he is. He's got to go in there. Okay, so that's potentially 2 portraits we've got. Have we got that one? No, we don't. And I think we may have a winner here. Hang on, I'm actually just going to see what it's like if I make it a little bit less, like that. Okay, something like that. That's not bad. Now I've got to get it to the right size. Okay. It didn't like. Okay, I'm going to increase the size to 750. But as the width, I'm going to increase the width to 500. And then I'm going to crop down to get to 750. That's not bad. You know, I'm sitting in that chair and that's what I'm looking at. I wish it was a little bit more punchy there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's save that. Camps Bay, Beach Cottage, and I'm just going to call this one actually, I'll change that there. Okay, let's find another one. Is there anything here? Oh, that must be the neighbour's swimming pool. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Just focusing on the left-hand side. Okay, I'm going to use this image size, height 750. croppers, 500. That's pretty good. Yeah. A little bit of sharp. A little bit of sharpen. There we go. Actually, I don't think it needs the sharpen. File. Save for web. Save. And in this case, I'm just going to call it Cape Town Beach Cottage. File, open. Let's see, we've got that one. Haven't done that one. We should have a couple of the main shots. Always best to do the main shots again in portrait. More times you can show the same good shot, the better it is. Image size, height 750. And out of this one, we could have 2 different photographs. It's just image adjustment, brightness, contrast. Do a little bit more of that and a little bit less of that. Image adjustment, color balance, tiny little bit of red. Less than that. Okay, now let's see how the croppers. Let's go to 500. I wish it would lock to. Okay, how's that look? Now that's. Well, make sure the swimming pool is but I also want to see the mountains. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Little filter sharpen. Yeah. File. Save for web. Save. There we go. And let's go back using the history. Going back to before the crop. I'm going to see what it looks like if I crop right at the other end over here. That might work a touch better if there's a little bit of the pool in there. That's pretty cool. Cape Town Beach Cottage, back over in Camps Bay. Each title is a keyword that will register with Google, and the more there are, the more Google will see this website or whatever website this goes on as relevant. Okay, let's find some more photographs. Let's go to that other money shot, which was this one. And let's height 750. Okay. 500 wide. Yep. I like that. Just the way it is. A little bit of sharpness, maybe. Yeah. Actually, no, I don't like that sharpness. File save for web. Pool and ocean view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. 7. Let's go back. Oh, I don't see. No, there's only the one shot to be made from that. So we're on 7, but a few are duplicated. Let's see if there's anything else. There's this one here. I haven't seen this. Okay, that's actually a pretty good landscape shot. That was cut in a bit, so I'm going to make this into a landscape. Image size 1360. $680. Lower it. This is the shift button and the up arrow. I'm going to lower it right the way down there. So is it just the mountain stops? Ah, no, we can't. We have to do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to be there. It seems perfectly sharp enough. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. Save for web. Now remember, this is not going in the landscape portrait. This is going in the landscape. The 13. Let's put that there. We want to say al fresco dining, which basically means outdoor dining. Have no idea how to spell it though. Is that actually, did I spell that right? My spelling is terrible. I can't have spelled it right. I'm going to put that into Google, see what Google says. Google, what do you say? In the open air. Yes, outside. Okay, so I spelled it right. Fair enough. This is more of a caption headline than a keyword headline, but you know, it's good to have variety. Right, now at the same time, can I make a portrait image out of this? I think maybe I can. Image size, width, sorry, height 750. Use the croppers to make a 500. It's quite well framed with the beach umbrella. That also looks quite good from there. Now I want to see more of the table. Not bad, not bad. Image just, brightest contrast. Let's see if it gets any darker or lighter. Does it improve? Bit of contrast. Okay, file, save for web. Going out of this folder and back into the portraits folder using the same headline, the same name. At a beach house though, beach cottage. Okay. Nope, not new. File open. Anything else that I can work with? Yes, I can work with that. Got to make it the right size first. Image size, height 750. Make a cropper 500 wide. And have a look and see what looks good. Nope, not that way. That way. Yeah, that's a good one. No need for anything on that. File, save for web. Have a for rent. No, rental, INTAL. Let's just see if there's anything else in there. Sometimes good to give whoever's working some options, one picture more than they need, so they can not use the one they like the least, or the one they, in the case of the copywriter, the one they can't, the one they can't think of any words for. I think maybe this one. That's odd. Why is that not appearing? think we've done this one. Let's have a look. Not in there. In there. Yeah, that's the shot, isn't it? Yeah, we've done that one. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those two are so similar, you can't use both of them. And I think I prefer this one, actually. What I do is when I have more than I want, I don't throw them away. I just make a no folder. And I put the ones that I say no to in that folder. Of course, the folder doesn't work. There we go. Now we can see we've got 8. These two are quite similar. I really do need to pick one of these two. And I need another one. Okay, let's. There's no bedrooms in here. Let's have a bedroom. Oh, that looks a lot nicer big than it does small. It's also looking good for being a landscape. If you go to a folder, you can open from a folder with open with and then Photoshop. Okay, I'm going to do the landscape one first. We're actually going to turn this into a 10 picture blog. What am I doing? Image size first, 1360 because it's landscape. Crop down to 680. Okay, I like that sun. It's a shame. Now that's not looking anywhere near as good as when the sun is in the picture. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and make this a little bit longer. So I'm going back to the original image size, image size. I'm turning this off, this little thingy here, and I'm going 780. Okay, now let's okay. Yeah, that's a nice shot. See if it's a little bit darker. Extra contrast is quite good. It makes that sun shine out a little bit more. Take a little bit of the darkness, a little bit more dark. Yeah, have a look. That to that. Okay. Let's just try a touch of red, see what that does. Color balance. Highlights. Okay, we're going to have just a touch +9. There we go. That's a great shot. That's potentially the second shot in the series. What am I doing? Filter, unsharpen mask. Does no harm. Actually, no, I don't like it. Okay, save for web. It's a landscape, so got to go in here. Okay, now let's go back to the crop. Change the image size. See, image size. And we're doing the 750. We're putting these little things back on. And we're doing the 500 wide. It's kind of interesting. No, it doesn't. I don't. No. Okay. That's it then. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Image, just brightness, contrast. Whack some contrast in there. Take the brightness down. Whack some more contrast in there. Yeah, that's quite nice. Filter sharpen. Let's see what that does. Yeah. No, take that away. Okay, this time going to be just doing exactly the same, but saving it in this folder. One, yeah. Ta-da. Instead of cottage rental, for dash rent, just using the keywords that Google typically offers people. Okay, there we go. We now have one too many of these. Now, what is better, this one or this one? That, I'm not sure what that post is. It looks, this one I know is that I'm in a villa, so I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to move this one into the no folder. And now we have 8. That's exactly how many we want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 of which are duplicates. Now, do we go black and white or do we not? Let's have a look at this. That's okay. I prefer the black and white. If only the mountain was a little bit brighter. Let's have a look at these. This one versus this one. And also we've got to choose this one or this one. I'm actually going to use this one for the featured image. This one in the blog. Actually, I'm just thinking about this photograph. Would it look better without the building in? I wonder. Yes, I think it might. Let me try. And is that the same the other way around? Yes, the same as. Okay. Perfectionist. Okay. Image size. This is stretching it more than I probably should, so we'll have to see the quality. Let's just see what happens. That's pretty cool. That filter's not helping. I'm going to make this the 800 pixel wide photograph. That way. Actually, I'm getting a bit lost here. I've forgotten what size the images are supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be 800 wide. Sorry, this is the images in the for the in the new CMS, the first page. I don't know if it's 800 wide. It needs to be 400 high. That's the. In fact, no, it needs to be 500 high. Okay, let's. Yeah, that's awesome. Image just, brightness, contrast, just a touch darker, touch more contrast. Image canvas size, just making sure that is on 500, not the crop of 501. Okay, and this can go in the portrait. I haven't done this before, but let's see. And I'm going to put at the end 800 by 500. Now this is an optimized one. I'm just going to save that correctly because I didn't save it for web. So I find where it is. Okay, now I'm going to make another version of this. It is 800 by 400. File, save for web. Okay, that is it. We have to nominate. Sorry, I still have to actually I have to complete choosing which of these. I have to nominate one of these as a portrait photo. I think we would use this one. So I'm just going to rename that, and at the end, I'm going to say CMS. Just put CMS, that's it. Although this one is also good. What is better, this one or this one? Actually, I prefer it with the mountains, I think. So let's remove that CMS. Should think of a better name than CMS. CMS. Basic view CMS. Okay. We need to go back here. Now we've got to choose from one of these two. Okay. This new folder should be a no folder. I'm actually gonna grab this this one and in fact, no, don't worry about that for now. Let's put it in the no folder. Actually, I want to make a new folder. Bit of photos, Cape Town 360 Shutterstock. New folder 1360 by 680 villas, and that'll be where I put prop photographs that we can use on the homepage slider. Okay, so we were here and we are looking at the final throws. Okay. One, two, three, four. Now I like that black and white, but do we go with that, or does that look a bit artificial? I think that's a safer bet, so I'm going to put that in the no folder. Now it might look odd having only one black and white, so I'm actually going to put that in the no folder as well. I'm not doing the black and whites. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we have it. We are finished. We have 10 portrait photos, sorry, 10 landscape, for 8 portraits and 2 CMS pages. And this is ready for the copywriter or an adventurous blogger to do the articles for. Okay. Thank you very much. See you soon.